As we wait for the other competitors, for the ones who are here, kindly text your friends. We are about to be crowned champions. Come and celebrate with us, even if you're not sure. I said, no, you're not sure. You're not, that you're going to win. Take a photo, upload. Hult Prize, champions incoming. If you're sure of yourself, put it online. So I'm waiting for Pine Kazi, waiting for Ongo something. Ongo ya goniza. Pine Kazi is in the house. I'm waiting for just one more team. Ongo. Mini Malaysia, this one, they didn't have money for lunch, so they were here. G Gomez, yeah. Whoever came up with this name, Design Reviver. What are you reviving? I'm sure that was it was your job. You say you know that your father is a pastor, your mother is a pastor. At a Design Reviver. You're reviving what? Hult Prize. Good. If you go to patent this name, nobody has. The only person you have an issue with is some churches. I probably had patented the name Design Reviver Network. You guys are trying to sound holistic and posh at the same time. Reviver and network in one sentence. For G, I was expecting the G should be for gray, because you guys came out all gray. But when you guys said green, I was like, eh. I was surprised. Who else again? Are all the teams in the house? One more team. Where? One more team down, then we go. Okay. So the team competing. Hey, keep quiet. You don't know if you're going to win or lose. You're talking anyhow. You guys are not even tensed. I cannot see tension anywhere. The previous Hult Prize, people are tensed. People are crying outside. They are praying to God. You guys are not even bothered. It's like the 1 million. You guys have it already. Eh? You guys are not tensed. I did Hult Prize. Hey, I even fasted and prayed before we presented. Hey, you guys are not bothered. I can't see tension. Or probably because the judges were smiling with you guys. It's there. It's there. No, I know tension. I've seen a lot of competitions. You guys are not tensed. It's as if you guys all of you are sharing the 1 million. I say, number one is that go. Finally. Ongo, Ipaye, we've been waiting for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second session. Can I have your attention, please? So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second session of the Hult Prize. We had the first session in the morning, where we had all the teams compete. We had Pine Kazi, Ongo, we had Mini Militia, whoever came up with that name. I'm sure it was a boy. And to the lady in the group, it was you, of course. You know, funny enough, this is the first time I've seen you guys with proper official clothes. You guys are always on Crocs. So competition made you buy clothes. Mini Militia. Wow, amazing. G Gom, well, thank you very much for a very good presentation. Design Reviver Network. You know the funny thing about this name, if you guys don't win, remove the Reviver. Leave it at network. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I want to say a very big thank you to the judges. Thank you very much for taking your time to be here. We do not take your time and your efforts for granted. Thank you very much. Hult Prize says thank you. So now, before we start, I have already recognized the competitors in the house, and as Melvin said in the morning, all of us are winners. Bullshit. If you don't win, work harder. So now I'm going to hand over the mic to one of the judges to give us their remarks on what they expected, what they saw, and what you should improve moving forward. For those who are going to qualify, Kate, where's Kate? She's not here. For the Hult Prize, who proceeds further? Position 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so the judges, please, would like remarks on what they should improve on. Especially me, I know what you should improve on is your name. Work on your names. Your name does not look like an international company at all. So work on that. So I'm going to I'm going to invite the judges. I'll start from Miss Jongo Kenya. So I don't know your names. I just saw Miss Jongo Kenya. Yeah. So I'm going to invite you before I invite the other judges. Please put your hands together for Miss Jongo Kenya.
Hi everyone. I'm so glad that we've gotten to this stage of the contest, and we really can't wait to reveal the winning team. And I can say that being in the fashion industry, especially as Miss Django, I have been through the journey of innovation, especially in fashion, sustainable fashion. So it's quite a pleasure to be here with you guys. And I'd want to also engage with some of the contestants who are here after this. So tafadhali tutafutane. And for more remarks, especially on how the pitches were done, we'll have one of our judges expound on it so that the ones who are going to make it to the regionals can sharpen their saw and do a better job, so that at least it would be good if one of us won that $1 million. We'd be really proud. So yeah, I'll hand over the mic to Andreas.
I know a couple of people that will have pride if they win. Especially Reviver. They will not allow me to rest in this school. So I wish you guys all the best.
Good evening. Tumefika mwisho. So you should not be worried. All of you did well. Kila mtu alikuwa na project mzuri. Except that you need to tweak a little bit here and there so that you can have something fine. Sawa sawa. So the remarks I'll make from the observations is that I don't think there's a team that introduced themselves. I don't think there's a team that introduced themselves. If there is, then azipiti mbili. People are here, you say your name, start the presentation, you forget you have a team. Yeah, you can check on that when you move to the next stage. Then my main concern is about the research. You know, research is a very important aspect. It's actually a unit in this school where you're taught on research methods. So you need to have your facts right. You should not come here and mislead people about a fact that you've built up, or because the judge has asked you, you are struggling to explain it, something that was not there. Just accept that you'll go and do a future research on it. We are not here to kill you. Tunaelewa. It's not hata si hatujui kila kitu. Sawa. Then something else, the roles. When you come and stand on this stage, ukienda regionals, you'll not come here as a student. They don't care. They don't want you to be a student. Umekuja na startup. You're starting your own thing. This is someone you're trying to convince to give you money. Hata taka kujua kawe ni student ama hapana. Ukisimama hapo, you're a company. CEO should behave like a CEO. You need facts about a CEO. Usifike kwa podium alafu mnaanza kugawana positions. That's something you should do when coming up with a company, right? So that's also about research. If you did your research well, ungekuwa nayo. Then the pricing. If you've been keen, I've been asking majorly about the pricing, the money factor. You'll price your company at a low amount, you'll be given that money, and they'll keep you in checks. Yes, they'll give you that 1 million, then they'll start checking. Did the 1 million help you? Kumbe your 1 million, you only paid your staff for 1 year. You see, if you do your research and statistics, utajua how to value your company, and if your product will really return that money. Kama wale niliuliza swali ya the ones who want to import a machine, because tulisema nothing is impossible. If mpewa hiyo do, mnaweza tumia pesa yote kununua hiyo machine. Then how are you going to pay your employees? You can't convince me to come to sit in your company with the hope that we will grow. Hope cannot pay rent. Another point will be the slides. The slides. Your slides, ukiangalia slides zote zilikuwa hapa. It's as if mimi ungenipatia hiyo slide without knowing your project. Trust me, ningepresent. Because ilikuwa na wordings. Like, ni kama mlikuwa mnasoma. There's a group that was literally reading. Hata ungetaka kuwasikiza, you could just angalia huko juu na unasoma hizo slides zao, na unajua what they're talking about. When you come to present, this idea comes from your head. Those slides should just be more of pictorials that are helping you explain. Graphs of how you are going to grow, line graphs, what. No one will be interested kusoma your material yote. You want to see pictorial, visualizing in 5 years, tumuona graph pale in 5 years. And understand in 5 years there is growth because nimeona bar graphs zikienda juu. Ukianalyze kwenye demand iko chini, show it there. Waambie on a certain, in March, we don't have surplus, itashuka. I hope you're understanding each other. Then we've had like ideas. You have an idea but you cannot bring it out. From the word go, ukisimama kwa hii stage, ukifungua mdomo wako after introduction, I need to know you are selling to me pots. So that I be keen. But see nishinde kwa the whole slides. I'm trying to understand what's this guy trying to say. Is he selling clothes, glasses, cameras, or what? You need like ukisimama hapa, unaanza, I'm making a website. I'll be presenting to you a website about so and so. Si nianze kukuambia story mingi na sijajua nini unaunda. If you tell me you are making a website and start telling me on your research about how other websites are not eligible, it's okay. Hapo nitakusikiza, but ukianza kuniambia why other websites are not eligible and I don't know what you're creating, we'll be lost. Na hapo no one will concentrate on you. You might have a good idea but it's not going anywhere because no one in the room has understood what you're saying. Sawa. I think that's all.
Trust me, I'm not hitting hard, me. I'll try to be easy. Good afternoon. Yes, when I was called to come here and be part of this, the number one thing that I knew was that we're coming to deal with creatives, people who are trying to innovate and make good use of our environment or provide solutions for our environment. Let me tell you a 2-minute story. There's one leading designer in the US. He has his family migrated from Liberia. He's called Tefla Clemens. He designs the handbags. When he was called to the interview to ask to answer the question of why Tefla Clemens, of course that is his name, but there's a symbol that is associated with this product. He gave a narrative of how he used to see his mother carry the bag like in a fashionable and common way, and it was every day. And therefore, he decided to design bags that would help people who wanted to carry bags, like her mom, find ease with it. What he did was simply this. It's the same thing that our own goat, Kipchoge, did when he decided to run to challenge himself in the Ineos. You remember that? Remember that marathon when he broke his own record, right? He wanted to put a human story in that no human is limited, okay? And so what was the limitation that a marathon must go for 2 hours? He wanted to break that barrier that we are not limited by this particular time. Otherwise, however, we can go a long way and we can stretch ourselves and we can go beyond those boundaries. Each one of you that pitched their idea here, one lacking thing was the human story behind your product. What is it about your childhood experience, or one of you, one of you must have a childhood experience, okay? Yeah, if you grew up lacking shoes or admiring guys, like where I grew up, there are these boys who, football was one of the ways that would really solve your problems and your family. So after they go play, they sign for Gor Mahia, later they go to South Africa or wherever, they come back. We would really admire those shoes, yeah? And so if you're coming up with a product, can you start your story from that point? If you want to make pots, can you start it with a human touch? Can you give it a human touch so that we see that clearly you're solving a human problem that is based on a particular problem that existed in your life as a kid, okay? So try to always find narrative. You're a creative, Think about what might have made me be passionate about fashion. Those are conversations you must have with yourself. It will be there. You must find it. If you're some guy who just likes seeing people dress so nicely and appreciate that, craft that story to have the beginning of your life somewhere, okay? So that we can connect with it. We can connect with that product within the human touch. That is what I'm talking about. Then, guys, let's agree. If today I'm coming here to, I don't know what's the name of Kanye West, these funny shoes that Kanye West has, yeah? Those very big shoes, yeah? It's called Yeezy. All right. If Kanye was coming here today to sell us one of his shoe, one type of his shoe, do you think when he stood here, can we see that this guy is into fashion? So that image really matters. You walk in, you want to sell us patched trousers. I want to see specific patch trouser that you have embraced as a person, okay? Yeah, because you're not going to wear Billabong and you're selling us Levi's. Doesn't work that way. We want to see your product into it, okay? So you want to embrace Mtumba. I want to see you in specifically designed Mtumba or something close to what you're trying to come up with. All of you, because you're a team, all right? Yeah, that's why if Adidas is the merchandise sponsor for any club, from socks, guys, a player is going to wear what? Adidas, okay? Yeah, so the product really matters. Let's see it in you. I'll just emphasize on what my colleague Judge talked about on the PowerPoint presentations. The lecture kind of PowerPoint presentations bore people. Yeah, I train on something called personal branding and the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People as a book. We divide it into several aspects, several parts, and then train on it. But I love my PPT on personal branding. It has a lot of images that are so appealing, but again, it involves the audience. And personally, I've mastered that content such that if I look at my PPT on my screen, I know what I want to talk about. I don't have to read. So there are teams that did so well in mastery of what their product is. Just have one glance on your PPT and you know what you want to talk about. Don't expect the audience to read the PPT, okay? Graphics, photos. If I want to talk about, let's say, Major and how he has revolutionized the Gen Zers and made Kenya a Tumblr nation among young people, I just need the Major and his Tumblr, and that's enough for me to know what am I really going to talk about. So that was very, very important, the matter of the pitch decks. Then I don't know why I'm so into the fashion, because most people who moved me, of course, they were in the business of fashion. Fashion is a statement, right? And a statement must be strong and powerful. Meaning, if you're coming here and you can't make use of this space, I can't see that confidence in you. Even your cloth looks dull to me immediately. Okay? Yeah, people who are in the business of fashion, they try to really speak with a lot of conviction. They want to assure you that they are very comfortable in whichever product that they are trying to sell. Sawa sawa. So those are the few observations that are made on my end. But all in all, there's a guy here was saying that we are all winners. Yeah, of course, because coming to pitch your idea, it takes some courage. It takes time. I know coming up with those PowerPoints is quite some work. So let's get to business. I know this is what we are waiting for. So we will talk about each group, a little bit of their strengths and weaknesses as we go. So it's number 5. I love that silence. At number 5, we had the Gigam company. Can we clap for them? Yes. Gigam, your goal was not as objective as possible. You're trying to solve human challenges, but you could not identify the specific group. One thing I want to tell you about, can you make your cloth go streetwise? Because from the idea, from the onset, I can see the street. Do you know this street dress code? It exists, right? So can you try to curate a dress code that speaks streets? Because if you are patching, what are we trying? What is the fashion statement? What's the story behind it? And then when you talk about society or society at large, there's this tug of war between that is escalated by the dress code. Okay, yeah. I told you that in my previous life I was a teacher, and there was some clothes that if I would wear them, my uncle would ask me, teachers don't dress like this, or an adult doesn't dress like this. So I would advise you to think about the Gen Zers. Let's call them Gen Z. Think about Gen Z. Think about how they dress. Think about how you can take that idea to the street. And let's craft a very powerful narrative around the cloth and the street. Is that okay? Yes. So your PPT, of course, did not convince us enough, the PowerPoint presentation, but the idea was not as objective as possible, because we are buying the objective. We're buying the goal. The goal is the solution. But you cannot solve a solution if you don't know the people who are going to be affected. My mind was in the Gen Zs all the time you guys were doing your presentation. I wanted you to go that way, but unfortunately, you guys never went that way. So we go to number 4. We go to number 4. Okay. That's number 4. This is why a Nigerian friend really made fun of them. Can you guess? Whatever you guys did to this guy, you guys need to solve it, Give him something, take to Nigeria. Nguo za Gamzani. So let's clap for them. I never saw any of your product, either in picture, I didn't see it. Or if it was there, I saw that, I agree. But can we have variety? I saw some shoes physically, but there were variety, right? So once you're solving problems, let us know why you're choosing this over that, okay? It wasn't really clear. Then again, There were no infographics in your PowerPoint presentation. No infographics at all, okay? And the moment you take the center stage to just have something like a prop, and again, you know the template wants you to use the PowerPoint presentation, you have to take care of the two. If you miss one, you miss the idea, because we're going to focus on one and you're going to lose marks on the other one that is really, really important as well, okay? So your idea is great, but let me tell you this. When you're branding a t-shirt, I think it comes at a cost. So you're talking of Mtumba and lowering the prices, but again, you're talking about doing the imprints and all that, which comes with an extra cost. And now we ask you, what's the price? The question is there, okay? Yeah. So we have to find an alternative. And your branding is not a cheap branding. It's not a cheap branding. So you're speaking to us about cheap branding or affordable branding. Let me not use cheap, but again, we are not seeing it as affordable, okay? There are these guys who use the paint, the handmade kind of graphics and all that on t-shirts. Maybe you need to lean towards that direction, because your goal from the theory behind your work is about lowering the prices even as much as you add value, okay? Yes, then you did not master your competitors in the market. You see what Lux were doing, or what they said they were doing. You need to buy something from that and ensure that you master your competitors and try to do something that they're doing differently, okay? Yes. So let's breathe, because we are getting to top 3. I think Oga here had really made fun of revival, and here they are, they made it to top 3. They could be number 1. The devil is in the details, yeah? Yeah, they could be number 1, so. Are we ready for number 3? This gets me a little bit nervous as well, because I have to really think. So, design revival was at number 4. Let's clap for them. Number 3, sorry, number 3. Let's clap for them. You see how he's surprised? So, design revival, you mentioned something about reviving the fashion. I want to believe it's that team, right? And then you mentioned something Asian. Ancient. Sorry, sorry. It's the notes I took. So you mentioned something about the ancient design and how you want to bring it back. But one area where you failed terribly was the source of your raw material. So I wanted to mention something on acting as a professional, or having a professional give you a touch in your presentation, okay? Whenever you're coming on stage to pitch any idea, have your facts with you. And these facts must be informed facts, okay? Do your research and have somebody else, a professional, to have an eye on whatever you're trying to pitch and give you other ideas. Because you are very unlucky that we had somebody who was somebody who deals in the bamboo, like Wendy's business is bamboo. But the conviction that you spoke with did not explain how much you understood the raw materials that you needed for your product. I remember doing an interview with Wendy. I ambushed her. I just asked her, do you have some few minutes? And we had it was around 1 hour interview. She was so prepared. She had all the facts about bamboo and where they are and how she started and everything. And I could get the clear picture that I'm speaking to somebody who understands what they're doing. So the moment you mention bamboo, the moment you mention sisal, and we cannot really go to those places and give us clear idea of how are you going to solve the issue of lack of the product to finally turn bamboo into a bamboo fiber. And Wendy was here to tell you that it might take us the next 10 years for us to have the fiber, okay? So your idea is great. I think that's why you make it top 3. It's trying to solve a real issue because people are telling us to go green. Everyone is saying, let's go green. We are having COP 27. We are addressing the climate issue. It's a brilliant idea. My advice to you is, can you find a locally and readily available product that you are sure that you can get at any corner of this country and in plenty, okay? Then craft a very strong narrative around it, and your idea will sell. So let's clap for Design Revival once more. Well, so the war is between militia and the pine, right? The next war is between the pine and the militia, right? Yeah, the name. Somebody can already take their guess like, okay, no one beats the militia? Something of that sort. Or pine kazi. Yeah, I'm trying to look at the power in those two names and who can carry the day in the end, depending with what they're doing. So we want to get to number 2. Oga, do you want to take your guess? If you guess right, one of them must give you one of their products to take to Nigeria the next time you fly back. One guess. If you guess right, they'll be fined. Like, they have to give you one of their products to take to Nigeria. I set you up, guys. Position 2, we have militia. Let's clap for them. So you owe this guy one of your products. Yeah, so your idea of used clothes was great. Not used clothes, sorry. Using used clothes to make the buckets, right? Was really great. I go to Dandora and I look at the heap there and I see a lot of clothes, right? You go to homestays in the village, you find clothes that are being burnt and everything. So that idea it's quite great. It's quite local, okay? It's trying to solve a local problem, and we understand that. Fine. However, your presentation must be very powerful, especially if you're trying to solve an issue locally, okay? If you've been raised in Dandora or you visited a friend in Dandora, let's have the story starting from there, okay? I'm back to where we started. Let's have a story starting from there, because if you look at the winners, that is where they somehow squarely beat you, all right? They have a very powerful human narrative behind their story, okay? So let's have that, number 1. Number 2, we took a lot of time to know what exactly you guys were selling, honestly. We really took time. Yeah, you guys stood here. We didn't know your background. I had to ask who amongst you is, in the business, because I didn't see anyone that looks like someone who would do that kind of job and everything. I'm not saying you should come here dressing dressing like you're in the workshop or something, okay? Yeah, but I looked at you and I wanted to know the team, because when you mentioned the team, you guys really rushed over who you are, and I didn't know why the passion around it. Leave alone, you're trying to save the world and everything. Everyone says that, okay? But let's look at you and see behind what you're trying to tell us, there is actually a human story why you're doing it, okay? And all of you, are you really into that business, or you're doing it because it's giving us money? People who are doing business to make money for the sake of making money, guys, don't even need to come here. Those guys apply for loans and get whatever they want and they go, okay? Wendy will tell you of her narrative. I did that story on our website after the interview, and the first narrative was, do you remember the Serikali's idea lady? Some of you might have been young, but I believe my age mates are here. Remember the Serikali's idea, the lady in Nyando? Yeah, Serikali tafadhali. It was in the Kibaki era, okay? Yeah, a lot of you maybe were still very young. Wendy's narrative started from there. And that was very powerful. And I had to call one of my friends who's a DJ to ask him, what are those things you used to, those sounds that you use? Because DJs started using that sound of the lady crying as the jingles, okay? The DJ told me they're called jingles. So to craft that story, I had to start from there, because the way she brought it up, and this came much, much later actually after we had talked about this, because I wanted to ask Wendy, what is it that is disturbing you with bamboo and rivers and everything? I want to know. And then she took me all the way to Nyando and remembered that narrative, and that she comes around there and she lives in Nairobi. So how in touch is she with her people, okay? So I want you to pitch a narrative. If you've never been to Dandora, please go there, okay? Go there and have the real picture of how clothes and everything are just dumped there, and how it's such a nuisance to the eye, you know? It's an eyesore just to look at those clothes and the taka piled there. So let's have that. Is my point home? Yes, I know you can pitch better. Please get to these. There's a lot of free webinars that go on. Like before I started making the PowerPoint presentations for my boss when she goes to speak to conferences, I just attended one seminar for free by Meta, and I learned how to make all these things appeal to young people. So go to YouTube, make YouTube your friend, and know how do you pitch your ideas to an audience that is largely younger, okay? So it goes a long way. So let's give a standing ovation to Pine Kazi. Let's all rise and clap to this. I'm not feeling you guys. I'm not feeling you guys.
But the music we making it touch your soul. Take you to a place you never been before. Africa tonight, come here to most banner. I'm Kenyan, so you know
I know, guys. You want them to come in front? Come in good, your PowerPoint presentation is good, you had the story attached behind it, but ensure that this shoe at this point will solve a local problem. So as you move to the next stage, you must recraft your pitch to ensure that this shoe is going to solve a local problem. Let's give Pine Kazi another round of applause.
Thank you very much. Let's clap for Andres. No, don't go yet. Just shift to the center. I want your fellow competitors to clap for you again. Mini Militia, thank you. Thank you very much. Next is who? Ungo. Please clap for them. I see that. Thank you very much. G Gum, kindly. Thank you very much. You guys did well. Thank you. Reviver. I don't know what you are reviving. So before I call the celebratory team on stage, this is not the first time Pine Kazi is winning this, right? They won in 2019. You guys got where? At the accelerator. So now we've given you guys another opportunity to bring $1 million here. At the amen. Revival will support you as you go. Please, let's put our hands together for them one more time. Let us do the whoo-loo-loo. Your job is to scream. So, photographers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can have your seats now. Thank you. $1 million. Sir? Oh yes, sorry. Winners, come back kindly. You see now your name has changed from Pine Kazi to Winners. Ungo and the rest. Work hard. So do you have anything to tell Revival and Mini Militia and other people that would love to compete probably next year, right? Yeah, next year. Do you have anything to say before I call on the organizers?
I think all I can tell you is not to give up. It's a tough journey. It's not easy. I think so many entrepreneurs assume that maybe when you get the capital or when you get the money, things become easy, but that's not the case. It actually becomes more challenging because more is expected of you. So you have to keep on learning. It's a learning process. You have to keep on learning. You have to keep adding skills. You have to keep adding knowledge. You have to consult. You have to learn to listen to people. Yes, and just don't give up on your dreams and keep going. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Before you go, what course are you doing?
International Business Management.
What year?
4th year.
4th year. What about your friend?
Become Finance.
Become Finance. Thank you. Please, let's clap for them. You know why I asked that question? I have never seen them around school. So that means they were busy working on their project. They were working hard. 2 of you, I saw you in the club yesterday. You were shouting Rambo Kanambo and you want to win. I was waiting for you guys. Next time, you don't talk anyhow. Thank you very much. Please, you can have your seats now. Thank you. Please, let's clap for them one more time. I'm sure Mini Militia, you're doing education, right? What about you? How has that helped you now? That was on a light note. They are my friends. We always get at each other like this once in a while. They're my friends. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to invite Jefferson. Where's Jefferson? Is he around? Please, let's put hands together for Jefferson, kindly. So, Jefferson, I would like you to, before before I call the judges, I'd like you to have a photo session with the winners. Kazi, sorry, come for a photo session with Jefferson. 2 and 3. Are you sure? Sawa, 2 and 3 come too. Yeah. So, position 2 and 3. Can we have a private session with Kazi? Thank you very much. You can go and have a seat, Kazi. You can sit down now. Oh wait, Mr. Gidi wants a photo with you guys. The School of Business sponsored the Hult Prize. We want evidence. Thank you, sir. Jefferson, wait a bit. Thank you. Can I have the gift for the judges, please? COO. Can I have Miss Jungle Kenya, please come for your gift? Michael. I want to say thank you very much for supporting us. We just have a little thank you go back. Thank you very much. We appreciate your support. Can I have Kevin Wanyama? He's an alumni of Africa Nazarene. Please, let's clap for him, please. Yes. Hopefully one of Mini Militia we do something. Thank you. Can I have Andreas? And are you from Kenya? Is your brother? For real? Brother or brother? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. You're very well spoken. I like your confidence and diction. Who is that? Oh, Mr. Gidi, sir. Can I have you on stage, sir? Please put sound together for Mr. Gidi, the HOD of Business School. So we want you to help us gift Jefferson Mwadime for the good job he has been doing at Hult Prize and at Africa Nazarene University. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you. You can have your seat, Mwadime. Thank you. So, Kazi, we've given you guys another opportunity to bring the 1 million. I'm sure both of you are single because you are focused. Keep it that way. Men will distract you. Especially this one's here. Miss Michelle, how are you? It's good to see you. Your friends are innovating. You're doing fashion. Don't take anything I say personal. We are all friends. Are we together? Because I hosted an event last week here. Some people came to advise me, hey, you hurt their feelings. I'm like, relax, they hurt my own too outside. We are all friends. We are all friends. Whoever I talk to on stage from here, we are friends. That's why I'm able to say that. Are we together? Thank you very much. So before I go, we have Mr. and Miss Environment. Mr. and Miss Nazarene. Sorry, outgoing Mr. Can I have them come in? Okay. They're supposed to say something. Oh, to walk. Ah, at least one of their last chance to walk. Please, let's put our hands together for Mr. and Miss Africa Nazarene University. Can I have them? Can I have them come in? Brooke chatting. You roll that thing, you roll that thing. Oh Lord, you can. Oh, since it's so wrong. You definitely don't. All right, the stage is yours. Mr. and Miss, both for both sides. What if I? Please put your hands together for them kindly. Let's go. Please make some noise for them. It's not easy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's clap for them, please. DJ, I, DJ, I hate to brag, but I trained both of them. I know. I wear many hats like Miss Jungle, yeah? We're having our Mr. and Miss Africa Nazarene University from 27th of March to the 31st. So if you'd love to compete as a Mr. and Miss, you can see Mr. and Miss Nazarene so they can get your names down. Because training will start on the first week of March. So if you love to compete, kindly start getting your clothes and your work ready. Training will start in the first week of March. Hope to see you guys rock that banner. So before I continue, I'd like to introduce the Hult Prize committee members. These guys are the brains behind everything you've seen today. So please put your hands together for the Hult Prize committee members. Can you come on stage kindly? Let's put our hands together for them. Can I have everybody on stage kindly? You say your name and your role.
Ladies first. Okay, my name is.
Sorry.
Okay, how are you guys doing? You're fine. Congratulations to all the teams that participated. I know maybe some of you have not won, but I tell you, the person that you are now, you're better than some people who heard about Hult Prize. We told them to register, they did not. You are different, and you're already on your path to success. True. So my name is Malemba Melvin Kioko, and I am the events coordinator. Thank you very much.
Let's clap for Malemba. It was the MC that stood in for me in the first session. And please put your hands together for him one more time, please. Thank you very much, Malemba. Yes.
Hi. I'm Doreen Coker, and I was part of this team. I was the event coordinator as well.
Thank you very Hey, who is blowing whistle? Focus. No wonder you're position 3. you're confused. You need to focus on your goal. Sorry.
Hi, my name is Shaniza Koth. I was the outreach coordinator.
Hey. She's dating, by the way, just to put it out there.
Oh, hi guys. My name is Miriam Kigotho, and I'm the public relations officer. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kigotho. Kigotho is saved. She does not do relationships.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Felicia Ketobala. I am the on-campus director for Hult Prize Foundation.
Clap. You see, for Doreen, you're shutting. Now you have seen.
So first of all, I'd like to thank the Hult Prize organization for allowing Nazarene to be part of the family. Secondly, I'd like to thank the judges. Yeah, I'd like to thank the judges so much for making it here. We all know Nazarene is not easily accessible, considering the road from Masai Lodge to our school. But they sacrificed, they don't stay at home not working. These people sacrificed their time. They sacrificed today's activity to make it here so that they can be the people who foresee this program. The other group I'd like to thank is the business school as well as the school administration for supporting us. At times when I didn't know what to tell the teams, I was just like, go to Mr. Ngela, go to Mr. Ngela, because I cannot be doing all the things for this event to be a success. And when my other team members are doing other things, they cannot be training you, giving other people ideas and all that. So I'd like to thank the business school as well as the school administration. The other team I'd like to thank, I should have thanked them. The first two is the participants. You people did a great job under so much pressure. I know I'm not the easiest person to work with. I get a little emotional. Yeah. I get a little emotional, especially when things don't go my way. So I'm sorry if I put a lot of pressure on you, but you see, the pressure I put on you at least helped you to be the positions you are. The other people I'd like to thank is in a good way. The other people I'd like to thank is the audience. Thank you for sacrificing your time to be here. And also the media team and the sound team. When I was applying for this position, I remember I was home and I was next to my mom. Andrea, you know my mom and how sarcastic she gets, especially when someone is trying to be serious. So I was using her laptop and I was applying for this position and she was like, you know you cry when things don't go your way. How are you going to manage? But I sincerely want to thank my team for always being there. At times when I tend to cry, as people think, Melvin would call, Kate, are you sure you're okay?
Melvin, you were calling. I had no idea. And I was in the team too. She was, no comment.
So Melvin was always there for me. Shanice, Doreen, Miriam was always in my nerves. Kate, we haven't done this, what are you waiting for? She always kept me on toes. Yeah, Oga was always there to tell me things will work out, even if I think they will not. Yeah.
No need to talk about it.
Yeah, so thank you so much for making it here. I am so grateful. I had a speech in my mind. I don't know what happened. Everything seems to have vanished. But yeah, I think whatever I have not said, I will post on our website. I will also post the rest on our social media pages. Yeah, if at all I remember. Yeah, so thank you once again for being here and congratulations to Pinekazi.
Thank you very much. Let's put our hands together for them one more time. Before you guys go, can we get the cake? Can we get a table? Ah, that's what you're waiting for. No, leave the cake now. We'll eat it after. So I want to say a very big thank you to everybody that is here today. We hope Pinekazi, well, not we hope, we are sure Pinekazi will go forth and do us proud. Even, you see, position 2. Pay attention. If I talk now, you see what I'm saying, I'm talking. So I want to say a very big thank you to everybody. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your time and effort. For the guys that would love to compete next year, the slots will be open in January. I wish you guys all the best. Who has a speech? Dr. Paul? Japo? A speech? Sorry. Next time, when you win, you can give the speech. Who are you impressing us with your speech? I think he has a speech. This is why I love the mic. I am at liberty. Allah. Mini Misha, Mini Militia, we have a special song for you. Listen. DJ, drop it. Huh? I see the passion you're singing the song with. In Auma, don't worry. So give the judges the cake and give position 1. The rest they can go and buy by themselves. 2. Hey, but I'm really proud of you guys though. I didn't expect you guys to be position 2. Especially you. You guys don't look serious. I was surprised, honestly. But congratulations, honestly, congratulations. You guys did well. I wish you guys all the best as you proceed. Revival. You guys have my friend, one of my favorite environmentalists. Anytime I see that boy, it just makes me laugh. Thank you very much. Get free cake. Please make sure you give Michelle cake, please. Michelle must get cake unless she will scatter this place. Oh, there's soda too. Eh? Cake and soda? Wow. I'm looking. Who else am I looking for? Two.
Hello? Okay, so For the teams, Mini Militia, G, Gam, I need you guys to come to the front so that we take a picture of you guys, kindly, of the teams. Yes, as we are serving cake, please come so that we finish quickly. Jigam, you can start with you.
My cake, please.
Just finish eating up and come. Yo, you will say hi later. You'll say hi later. Time is not on our side. Great. Where Peter Paul acha siasa. Put your foot. Smile. Show teeth. Unaweza piga like kwe like portrait. Sita crop. Yenye unaweza okay. Can we get Okay, thank you. Revival. Please come. Revival design.